Hello everyone, and welcome to this Let's Play / try of Kona Day 1. You guys can tell me if you want me to go any further with this or not. This is a beta version of this game, and Jean-Francois of Parable was kind enough to allow me to go ahead and record this. Currently there's a lot of settings that don't really function properly, but that's cool, you know, it's a beta version. For what it is right now, it looks rather beautiful, honestly. It looks really good. It certainly does have some graphical glitches, like everything's really tiny, can't really see anything. I tried turning off motion blur, but it seems like motion blur still is a thing when I've tried messing around with this, so you know, whatever. But let's go ahead and get to it. You guys can let me know if you want a little more than just the try that I'm going to do here. And if so, we'll go a little bit further. But for now, let's just get a taste of this.
Carl Faubert, private detective, had just traveled thousands of kilometers from Montreal to reach this remote, middle-of-nowhere area situated near the far northern Lake Atimabec. Granted, that was a great distance to cover for a sole client, but word had it that he was a particularly wealthy one.
And hey, we all know that wealth is a driving factor, especially if you're a private detective and you've got bills to pay. This game looks absolutely gorgeous, if you ask me. It really does. There is a lot of blur in this game, so you can't really see things from far away. This kind of is what it looks like for me when I'm not wearing my glasses. So you've got a simulator of FrozenFoxy vision.
Carl had to drive a bit further north in order to meet with wealthy industrialist William Hamilton.
I really love this map because you actually get to see this nice little pointer to see where you're going towards, and you also get to see a dotted line that's on the map leading you to where your location is. I have actually driven all the way up here just to see how the game played and if it was working fine. A lot of people complained that
William Hamilton was a prosperous owner who had acquired various businesses, as well as metal mines in this northern region.
A lot of people complained that this game is laggy, and I haven't noticed it. I really haven't. Maybe my computer is a little more powerful than whatever they were using. But let's go ahead and pick up some stuff. I think this is a matchbook here. Marlboro cigarettes? Sure. Apparently we are a smoker. Hopefully Carl won't die of some kind of lung complication during this game.
Carl, always diligent in his work, always carried his log on him, in which he scribbled down thoughts and leads alike during the course of his investigations.
Now I've noticed that this tends to get kind of dark in some places, so we may or may not be able to read it, but we'll try our best. Anyways, we have to meet with William Hamilton right now. That's our only objective. Got some location stuff here. Looks like this is probably going to need to be created later on. It's not really fleshed out right now. Same thing with here. We got placeholders and some photo stuff. We can actually fill some things in here. I've tried that out, and we can zoom in on it. Nifty little thing. Let's grab our camera here.
The Polaroid, Carl's long-standing and faithful ally, had seen a share of husbands caught red-handed cheating. There's always something out there waiting to be snapped away, even when removed from civilization.
Sure. We'll snap a picture of this flag and tower here, which could be where Slender Man lives. You never know. It's been a long time since I've seen a Polaroid camera. Sure, we'll keep that. So now we've got it in our journal. We cannot really zoom in other than doing this. which kind of makes me sad. I imagine that when this game is fully fleshed out, you'll be able to click on these and look at them. Hell, you might even be able to change the resolution of the game to 1270 720. Right now I'm playing this as a 1920 1080, which I normally wouldn't because it does take up a lot of hard drive space. Shadow looks a little off for some reason. I don't know why.
Hamilton is waiting for Carl in the general store. It was time for him to get down to business.
How about we look around for a second? Kind of enjoy the area. Apparently Mom is written on every single picnic table around here. So they're probably just using one model that they plopped down. Which makes sense, because there's so much detail on each one of these objects that making a single model for each and every little thing would just be a big pain in the ass. It's a very pretty game so far. I really enjoy how it looks. And I like the little bit of story element that we've got going on so far, too.
Carl had a lot on his plate. He had to get back on the road.
Sure, but I want to see this random totem kind of carving over here. This guy that looks like he wants a gimp suit or something. Alright, let's see here. So we've got shortcuts. It looks like our camera is number 3. Let's pull it out and take a picture of these things. They look interesting. Kind of get all of those in frame. Keepsake. I didn't quite get everything in frame, but it's good enough for me. Wonder if there's anything going on up here. The game is really fluid, too. It feels nice right now.
The journey ahead was calling. The case won't close itself.
Sure. We don't even know what the case is yet, but it'll be interesting to find out. It looks like you cannot fall. Wonder if you can jump over this. No. Possibly in the full game you will be able to kill yourself by doing that. Oh, take a look.
Emperor Duplessis, in spite of his conservative agenda, did a good job in colonizing the rural north, which helped to re-establish the region as an integral part of the province of Quebec. The blue fleur-de-lis could be seen fluttering in the wind here and there, taunting the red Canadian flags on the other side of the province's boundaries.
I do enjoy the little narrations here and there in this game. It's a good way to flesh out the story. Yeah, there's no way I'm pronouncing that right. Chibugamu? I don't know.
Not once before had Carl imagined he would one day drive past Chibugamu, further away to the north.
Chibugamu. Okay. So 60 miles that way? That's a brisk drive. I drove like about 1,600 miles just so I could go to California. It's a pretty easy drive. No, it wasn't. Took some naps in between that.
William Hamilton enjoyed a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern forests, not too far from here.
I love the details on this Chevy in here. I mean, even backing up, he starts to look behind him to check out what's going on. Of course, there are some glitches with the plants coming through the car, but, I mean, overall, really awesome stuff. We've got lack over there. I'm guessing that means lake. But don't mind me as I don't speak French.
The local populace was divided when it came to the affluent man. Some saw a wealthy philanthropist dedicated to improving the region's economy. Others, an aging Englishman who would do anything to further his fortune. And these ones hated him enough to go on about scheming against him.
What does this sign say? I have no idea. Can I get out of the car?
Carl's military training had made him a very punctual man.
Did it?
Being late to his meeting with Hamilton was out of the question.
Alright, so apparently getting out of the car, or trying to get out of the car, before we get to our meeting is just not allowed. Can we pull up our map? Cool. We can see that we are facing the complete wrong way. Whoa, it is beginning to snow outside. I feel like I'm home. Probably shouldn't have the map out while we're trying to drive.
Carl was not made aware that winter would come early this year. The North made clear who was the boss up there. Snow, which didn't care much about the date when it felt like dumping his first load of the year.
Yeah, I was driving on roads like this. You couldn't see anything
Hamilton
ahead of
had
you.
recently acquired a few local businesses, but the last straw was the reopening of a mine, which gave rise to a wave of protests and threats from the Cree people.
It was pretty rough. This doesn't actually seem quite as rough as what I was driving through, though, which I suppose is saying something. Watch it, man.
Given these circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another. So far, only the industrialist's house had been a target, but soon enough, Carl thought, the target would become the man himself. Spanning several hectares of virgin forest blanketed in eternal snow, the Manistan region, comprised mostly of bellowing caribous and inviolate lakes, wasn't exactly touristic. It was said that its lands had harbored the Cree people for thousands of years, but since the Industrial Revolution, it seemed that all they harbored were metal mines. Very few souls claimed the territory surrounding Lake Atamipek. It could barely be called a village, an enclave, or a settlement perhaps. Anything that illustrates middle-of-nowhereness bordering the backwoods of the Cree Kingdom.
Well, definitely not driving through that.
Since 1941, the general store provided the populace with various goods that couldn't be plucked from nature itself. William Hamilton had recently taken over the place. In fact, the whole region was now his.
Alright, well, this must be where we're meeting our friend. Hopefully he pays good. It's a cold one out here. Definitely need some gas for the way back. Looks like someone left the door open. Something's $2.50 per something pack, maybe. Got some cigarettes in here, apparently. Carton of cigarettes. Yeah, nice. What do we have here?
A milkman had to drive by every week to fill the bottles. The fresh milk indicated a recent visit. A milkman had to drive by every week to fill the bottles.
That's fine, I was trying to close it.
The fresh milk indicated a recent visit.
Well, the milkman's milk is fresh. Might be explosive too, you never know. Let's see what's going on inside.
Whatever happened here, things got pretty rough, and not a trace of Hamilton.
Ah, key.
Finding a key is easy. Finding the right keyhole, not so much.
This place is a mess. That music is terrible. Good old sugar and caffeine. My kind of stuff. I love how these bottles just say cola on them. No Coca-Cola, just cola. What do we have here?
Gilles Lachance, Carl recollected, was the general store's manager. Should Hamilton not be available, he was the man to talk to. Or what if Hamilton had moved up his appointment with his physician?
I saw a button that said read on the side. I'm not sure what that was, but I'm guessing that changes this from French here. But in the middle of this, I noticed that it says, "'Cause I will be late." Interesting. What button was it? Ah, there we go. Giles, some guy from Montreal is supposed to meet me at the general store. I gotta swing by Dr. Beaupre first, so I'll be running late. 'Cause I'll be late. I want you to welcome him. And please be kind. What do we got here?
You don't leave ammunition out in the open like this. Was Gilles Lachanze that careless?
Who knows? What we got down here? Various canned fish. So is this going to be played like a survival game soon enough? I don't know. Yeah, let's not. Bunch of fragile boxes. A ladder. Can I climb this or something? No, but I can certainly toss it down this way. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can climb it in any way. Medkit. Cool. What we got over here? Cool, I can turn on the pump. I guess we can get some gas for our car.
The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone.
Well, I suppose we won't be calling anyone from here. I love that this is actually working. That's pretty awesome. Well, that did nothing. Is there like maybe a code or something to open this? No, I think hitting the letters on there may have caused issues. What do we have here? Luis Blas, or Blas? Blais? I don't know. Wilfred Roy, Regine Bluen, Saul McCoy, and various other people. I guess these are their addresses? Perhaps this tells me where they're located on my map or something? Can I see? No, not really. I was kind of hoping I would see something appear on my map. There's a drawer here. Hello? What do we have here? To open the cash register, punch the price, 2 numbers minimum, press sale, turn the crank 2 times, punch the machine if it doesn't work. Well, we figured it out without the instructions. It's all good. Hello? Duct tape. I think those were matches. I'm not quite sure what that is. Possibly sandpaper? No, it looks like some kind of dirt or something. Gunpowder? Herbs? This is some kind of general store. Oh.
The Plouffe family. The old black and white show from the 50s related the ups and downs of a typical family living in Quebec City in the aftermath of World War II. It was like the Addams family, minus the macabre and a walking hand.
The macabre? Shouldn't that be like macabre? Whatever.
Everyone knew the stories of Donalda and Alexis, and everyone hated Séraphine Poudrier just the same. Even at the edge of the world, this was no exception.
If you say so. I'm not sure I know those stories. Rice Crunchies. Apple Jacques. That's brilliant. Chaton? Cat food? And baby diapers. Yeah, those go right next to each other. Just some cereal boxes. What do we have here? This place is a mess. Of course it is. Map of the province of Quebec. What is this? I don't know. It's got like a little fire thing. It's like those really thick matches that you use when it's windy out or something. Can I like check somehow in here? Usable, maybe? First aid kit, cigarettes, no. Special. Matches, Polaroid film, garage key, some 303 ammo, duct tape, fire starter. Yep, they're fire starter matches. So the really thick kind. I've never had much luck with fire starter matches. Kind of junky. What we got going in our journal? It looks much darker now. That's kind of what I was talking about, where it kind of darkens. I think that might be just because of where we are. But you know what would be nice is if you could pull out a flashlight at the same time. Kind of like shine it on there. Nope. Doesn't work like that. Alright, well, anyway. Should explore the area. Hamilton's supposed to meet a doctor who lives nearby. And I can't read the last one because of the message about the journal being revamped soon. That's cool. I'm sure part of the revamping will be to be less dark here. What we got going here?
Amateur hunters showing some pride at having killed a nice pelted beast. With men like this roaming the area, wolves would become extinct within 10 years, Carl thought.
Has that thing already been skinned? It certainly kind of looks like it based on the head there. But where's the pelt at? I don't know.
A nice picture of the Magasin Lachance store, seemingly taken the day it was first opened. It feels frozen in time, from an era long forgotten.
Got a horse back there. Doesn't look like they had gas pumps at that point in time.
Jumping from that height was akin to tempting death. Perhaps that man on the snowmobile had seen enough of this world already.
If you say so. Yeah. Some post office boxes, apparently.
By all appearances, the general store also served as a post office. Letters and packages awaited the locals' daily visit.
There is a package in that one. Can I get into that one? I guess I don't have any lockpicks or anything, so that's not going to happen. Not that I should be taking someone's package, right? Fuse box over here. Garage. Cool. Looks like it's on mains right now and we can turn it off. Oh, there's a generator one too. Apparently the generator is currently not working. What's up with this?
Carl was used to strange phenomena, but a chunk of ice like this, as if an iceberg came out of the ground, that was a first.
Yeah, it's kind of odd for the indoors to have something like this, unless there's some kind of malfunctioning AC unit, but there doesn't even look like there's a vent or anything here. Very strange. Got some tools. Nail screws, bolts, and such. Alright, cool. Maybe we'll need that at some point. I don't know.
Nothing looks more like a soap from that time than another soap from that time.
Okay. Let's see what's going on back here. Close the door. Okay, looks like they just ran away, but I was about to say that seemed dangerous. I like how coming out here actually seemed to be extremely bright at first.
Carl proudly remembered an essential fact of his Survival 101 class in the Army. Wolves won't approach crowded areas. Or was it about bears?
Crowded
Carl
areas?
was no electrician, but he could identify a wiring problem when he saw one.
Yeah? I don't know if I consider this a crowded area. There's only one person here. This place has the least icicles I have ever seen in a snowstorm like this. So it looks like we need duct tape and it's either wires or pliers. I can't really tell. Probably pliers. You like have to dig the wires out and then duct tape them together or something. I could see doing that. I can't really see the wires or anything. It just looks like a heat sink on top here. Interesting. Garage. Anything cool around here? Oh wow, you can see the paw prints from the wolves over here, and we can even see our footprints as we're moving around. It's kind of neat. Hello? What's this?
Hate was in the air. Seems like some villagers barely tolerated each other.
If you say so, I can't really read that. It's apparently to Hamilton. Torn paper. Let it be known you're nothing more than a brigand, a robber, a garbage hoarder, a viper, a leech, a monster. You're holding a knife at my throat. Too bad for me, but... okay, that's it for that. Hey, a tire. We might need this. Maybe. It might not fit on my car, you never know. Is that an R16 255? I think that's what I need for my truck. Right? Right? No? Well, let's see what we got going on around this garage. Is there a way in? This looks like it might be a way in. Hello? Nothing. And it looks like possibly the key that I picked up is for this place. It is rather dark in here. Let's just shut that, just in case some wolves decide to sneak up behind us. You never know. Oh, hello. Nice. Crowbar is stuck.
It sounded like an explosion had occurred in front of the store.
Let me guess. I need to find some tools somewhere so that I can repair the generator. This looks like a great place to find tools. Hey! Apparently they were needle nose pliers. What is this? Nails? Probably nails. Anything else around here worth finding? Not that I can see. Empty trunk.
Looking at the controls wouldn't make the lift budge. The poor thing needed electricity to work.
Yeah, we'll work on it. Some Clinton soup. It'll let you know about how something didn't swallow. That is a bad reference. Alright. Don't need the flashlight out here. So, let's go work on that generator, shall we? We should have all the tools that we need. It's more of this strange ice. Huh. It's like the wolves are padding straight out of this ice. As if they just kind of burst out of the ground. Strange. Well, we'll look into that a bit later. Let's fix this generator first. Alrighty. Nice. Guessing I probably have to change this to the generator now? Nice. Looks like we're all set here. Still, sadly, have not found a key for any of these things. Alright, let's check out if we can use that lift now. pretty red car.
It wasn't working right, as if the car lift needed more power.
More power, huh? What, you want me to flip the breaker or something? I can try. Let's have a try. So that's the store. Garage is still on. Am I getting cold or something? Oh, yeah. I'm guessing the purple here might be like a stamina meter. Wonder how we get warmth in this. Alright, can you work? Nice. Okay. Crowbar is mine.
A crowbar. Useful tool to pull out nails, or to carry, just in case.
Okay, we've got a weapon. Feel a little bit safer. His license plate is ho ho ho. Nice. Really nice. Wow, that is a very boxy sounding glass jar. Alright, well, we've at the very least got something to protect us. Looks like our cold meter is kind of sitting still. Wonder if the shop is any warmer. Turn the electricity back on in here. Oh, it's warm over here, apparently. According to that little flame that popped up. I guess you have to stand in certain spots for it to be warm. Hello. Clock is stuck at 3 p.m. Interesting. Very interesting. So perhaps the altercation in here happened at around 3 p.m.? Interesting to know. Okay, anyway, let's go follow those wolf prints. See where those lead us, now that we're a bit warmer. Nothing up on the roof over there. Anything in the outhouse? Looks like a paper of some sort. An unsolvable accident. Over the last few days, a lack of resources forced the death investigation of Pierre Bly to come to a halt. The autopsy of the body conducted over the last few weeks didn't reveal any clue that could have helped the investigators, who refused to comment on what would happen next. This new development is happening in the context of the hypothesis of an accident, which is still, in spite of skepticism, expressed by the local population. What? I'm very confused by how this sentence is going. The ongoing official cause of death provided by the authorities. This is very strange sentence there. Grammar's all kinds of screwy. Whatever. Anyways, I'm guessing that's basically saying they're not sure if it's a murder or an accident by that. The incident is said to have occurred in the forest surrounding Lake, what was it? Amatapec? I don't know. Adamapic? Something. Pierre Bly was found lifeless 2 weeks ago near a footpath leading to the soon-to-be-restarted copper mine. Bly, an engineer by training who was working on behalf of the consortium headed by William Hamilton, was reportedly in charge of the development plans surrounding the reopening of the mine. At first, police had disclosed the body had been desecrated. Today, the official version is that it was partly devoured by beasts, hence the original assumption that a crime had been committed. So, yeah. Basically, people assume that it's a murder, is what it sounds like they're getting at here. More of this ice. Wow, this fence is destroyed. What the hell happened here? Did someone drive through it? I don't see any tracks other than this wolf here. And if it did explode out of the ground, did the wolf break through the fence? I don't know. Almost sounds like something's walking behind me, but I think it's just my own footsteps. Lots of brush bent over here. Well, the tracks just end here. That's strange. The blue ice doesn't. Whoa. That rifle is all kinds of bent and broken. Huh.
Carl wondered what the hell could that thing be. It looked like a man fossilized in ice.
He looks awfully surprised in there. Wow. That's some serious flash freezing going on.
All of a sudden, Carl felt like he was pulled inside a world of dreams, a cold, unknown dimension. Somehow, self-control was slipping from his grasp.
Interesting. So it looks like this guy was running. He came from this direction, and he was looking behind him at something that was following him. Some kind of red light over here. What is going on? Okay. Shadow of a wolf coming through here. Nice little fire. Apparently that must be warming me up. What is this?
To all appearances, this was a hunting log. Better yet, a war diary.
I'm really beginning to think that's what is written in French is not quite what's written when we go to read it. Huh, interesting. So it looks like things stay scrolled down. That's definitely a little bit of a bug there. Anyways, a mysterious journal. The beast enjoys long slumbers. Its sanctuary seems impregnable. Ice is everywhere. I need to exercise patience and wait for it to come out. To think like the hunter. The beast often invades the settlements bordering the lake. It terrorizes the white people. They never see it coming. But they feel its presence. A cold dread grabbing at your innards. The beast excites the wolves, makes them more aggressive. One attacked me, and I had to cut its throat. The blade digging into its flesh made the sound of a taut wire. The beast is getting closer to the villagers. It moves at night, bringing heavy snow and strong gusts of wind along with it. I tracked it to no avail. I do not know the white man frozen in ice, but I do know this. It is the work of the beast. Its attacks curdle the blood of its victims. White men know nothing of this force of nature. I touched the ice imprisoning the white man. I saw things, but I do not understand them. So am I seeing the same things, perhaps? Don't know. Apparently the wolf was sniffing here, and I could do something with this. What is that?
What could these engraved numbers mean? A fresh path suddenly appeared before Carl.
It's some kind of necklace. 739 on it. Interesting. Can I open it? It looks kind of like a capsule. I can't do anything with it. Well, let's keep following this path, I guess. Must have gotten close enough to the fire for my hands to be rubbing together like that. Okay, a lot of ghost wolves around here. I don't know where my crowbar went to, but I guess I don't need it in this spectral plane. Well, looks like footprints are leading away from this car, so I guess he crashed or something, and then he tried to run. Didn't work out very well for him.
Carl had that feeling you get when you immerse your frozen hands in hot water. What happened? Now at least he knew who the unfortunate man petrified in ice was. Gilles Lachance, the general store's manager himself.
Interesting. Alright, Jill, or Giles, I called you earlier, I'm sure. Anything else interesting over here? Nope, just the truck. Well, I think that was a pretty good little taste of this so far for a beta, and honestly, I really like what they're doing so far with this game. It's pretty interesting. Very unique game, a lot of detail. Could use a lot more icicles. Definitely has a few...
Carl wondered how long he would have to endure this skin-stinging cold.
a few issues here and there. I do like this cold system and stamina system, and it looks like there's a weight system. I don't think that the weight system is active right now. Possibly we would have to drop items or something, which is interesting. And we can apparently smoke cigarettes too if we want. And burn down the place because we're just going to throw the cigarette in here. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little look at this. If you want me to continue on with the beta, sure, go ahead and let me know, and I'll continue on and see what we might find in the rest of this beta. But for now, I'm waiting for a full version of this quite eagerly because so far, this is a lot of fun. Anyway, bye for now, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed.